Hey guys, welcome to another, I guess, episode of Let Art Find You. So in my last two videos, you guys will see that I made this Warts Spirit Warrior out of that epoxy mold stuff. So I figured today we'll try and make a mold out of this and a concrete replica out of this. Okay, so what we're going to need in today's video is this Rubbermaid thing from the dollar store. I got 3 tubes of this silicone. It's 100% silicone. Okay. I got a caulking gun for the silicone. Okay. I got a bucket to mix the silicone in with water with this dish soap. They suggested to use Dawn. Okay. So what I want to explain quickly here is this is just, like I said, a Rubbermaid thing. And I'm going to make the mold in this of the silicone and push it onto here. But you see how this is bigger on the edges? Okay. Because I have this one. It's just a dollar store thing I got too, and I cut it down. But I have this one. This is perfect size. Look, it fits in there perfect. Okay. But if you put your mold in here, the silicone, and then you take it, your mold, it's not going to have very thick walls around this thing. Okay. So I just suggest you use something bigger, and you can get thicker walls on your silicone molds, okay? So what I'm going to do first, I got this hot glue gun, just a hobby glue gun. I'm going to glue this wood spirit guy onto this, okay? So I'll get that done, and I'll be back. Okay, so you guys can see that it's stuck in there now, right? It's hot glued in the back. So now all I got is this PAM, okay? I'm going to use this, it will act as mold release, all right? So just give it a light spray, guys. Not too much, because you don't want any fluid to build up inside the eyes or the deep points, right? Because then it will affect the way the mold does. So just give it a light spray, okay? There we go. You can let it stand up, maybe let some drip out or something, but that works good enough for me. So now let's go outside and mix up this silicone, this dish soap, in the bucket, okay? So I'm going to use about half this thing of dish soap. I don't know, guys, this is a very beginner mold thing, right? For the very beginners. I'm no pro at this, but I am going to be getting into more molding stuff and creating stuff, right? So this acts as a hardener, put it that way. So you put the silicone in the bucket, 3 tubes, and then we'll pour some of this. Actually, we'll mix this in the water first, warm water, half of it. Mix it up so it's good mixed, well absorbed into the water. Then we'll put the 3 tubes of silicone in there, and then we'll mend it all in together with our hands, right? We'll get this ball of silicone and just mend it together, and then we'll put it on top here, push it down, and make the mold, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. Mix up the water, pour half this in here, and yeah, okay, well, whatever. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, guys, so I got all the dish soap mixed up in here. It's mixed really good with warm water. I got all these tubes opened and punctured inside there. There's a seal inside there. You get a nail and poke it, because I want to try and put them all in as quickly as I can. I got the silicone on the gun here, and let's just start pumping the silicone into the water, right? Okay, so it's all in there. You can see there's a silicone. You should wear rubber gloves, guys, but I'm not a real rubber gloves kind of person. So now what you got to do is like get it all up together, and this would be called kneading it, right? You just spend a few minutes. I don't know what the cure time for is the silicone to get hard, but I'll tell you once it dries. I'll let you know exactly how long it took. I think it's like an hour or something. I forget what it was. Like I said, I've made a few videos before, and I forget the curing time for the silicone, but it's not that long. Okay, so we'll just keep kneading it, and I'll be back. See, kneading is just squishing it all together. It doesn't really stick to your hands because of the soap too. The more soap that you use, the better. Okay, I believe it's kneaded enough inside here. Now let's put it on the spirit. Don't forget we got our mold release on there. Okay. See? There you go, guys. That's it. Simple as that. You know, I really don't want to see any of the the clay through the mold, because that means it will be too thin, right? So I'm just going to keep patting this on here, making it sure, because it will push against the carving itself, or the molding itself. Okay, so I'll get this done, and then we'll see how long it takes for it to cure, and then we'll pull it off. Yeah, I really hope you guys like the smell of vinegar, because this smells like vinegar. Woo! You might want to do this outside. Okay guys, so it's been about half an hour. Well, it's been about an hour. I checked it half an hour and it was hard, right? So, see? It's hard as rubber now. So let's pull this sucker out. So I think half an hour is good, but I waited an hour, okay? Look at that, just fell right out. There you go, there's our mold. So I know there's a few parts that didn't work out that good. I could see it when it was, let's put it back in here. So I flipped it upside down, and look, if you see there, I didn't push it tight enough towards the piece itself. And here, you see? That's okay, we're just having fun. I don't expect this to work out. Doing stuff like this, you just gotta hope, and that's all you got when it comes down to it, I guess, is hope. So let's kind of, I don't know, let's get some, I got some hydraulic cement here, and let's get this sucker mixed up with some cement and go from there. Okay guys, so you can see I got this hydraulic concrete, okay? Water stops, well, it's hydraulic cement, sorry. This stuff cures, like, this stuff hardens within a few minutes, so you don't have much time at all. And for this little container, this is 10 pounds, was 20 bucks. I just chose to use this stuff because, well, it cures way faster, all right, than normal cement. Normal cement, since this is such a thin mold, you'll have to wait for normal cement so you don't break it when you're pulling out the mold, maybe a day or two, keeping it in the mold, right? This stuff, I'll be able to pull it out later tonight. I'll give it a few hours to cure a little bit. But, so I still got this bucket here. I'll mix it up in this bucket. I don't know how much to mix up, so there might be extra, big deal. I'll waste, I'm a waster. And yeah, so let's mix it up and get it poured into the mold. And it's best if this sits flat, you know, like, I don't really want to get into explaining that, because if it doesn't sit flat, stuff's going to roll off the edges, and let's just see how it goes, okay? Okay, so before we start mixing that hydraulic cement, let's get this mold release. I just use this pan grease stuff for cooking. Get a couple sprays in there. I'm worried that this nose, because it goes inside here, you don't want any undercuts. Hard to explain, okay? But anyways, so that's greased, ready to done, or oiled. So here's this cement. You guys, I broke my bucket, so that's why I got it sitting. Let's see, it cracks all the way down here. I tried taping it. That's why I got it sitting in that bucket, because the water's probably going to come out, okay? Just in case you're wondering. So here we got this water, and let's get this mix this stuff. Cures super fast, so you gotta. No, I'm gonna have to take it outside and redo it. This bucket is too stuck in the corners here. You see? I can already feel it heating up. Yeah, and that won't fill the mold, so I gotta redo it. Take two. Okay, take two. Yeah, I'm such a messy. Don't worry, haters, leave as much comments as you want. Okay, so now I gotta go wash this stuff off my hands quickly. And we'll let this sit. Oh boy. Okay guys, it's only been like 5 minutes, okay? But look. So all I do is just kind of pull my mold, just kind of separate where it's cracked on the edges there. See it? Because you don't want to do it when this stuff gets hard fast. You know, I should have had a formula and the cement in a cup and poured it so there was the exact amount. I had a little bit of extra, no big deal. Like I said, we're doing this for fun. There's better way. This could probably almost be pulled out of the mold right now, I betcha. But that's a good way you're going to break it. You guys, what do you think? Think I should try and pull out of the mold, see how it is? Okay, let's give it another 20 minutes. I say so. Okay guys, so it's been about half an hour. You see there, I just got a little nail and carved my initial in the back, and I got a drill and screw it in a little hole. That's to hang it. You guys can also put wire in there. So let's try and get this out of the mold. I'm not going to say it's not going to break because it gets pretty thin here, but we'll just do it really gentle. You guys, concrete's a real cheaper step to do, and you gotta wait longer. Look at this. This pops right out of the mold. Look at that. Oh boy. Look at its nose. Ah. That's what happens that's an air bubble that was in there because this stuff cured too fast. So I guess we're gonna have to do it again. So let's see here. Yeah, you see that's an air bubble. I don't mind the air bubbles here because it's a concrete piece, right? But it really didn't take too much detail on the hair and all that stuff. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's try it over again. I'm gonna wash this mold out with warm water, and then I'll let it set. I won't do I'll let the concrete, the cement stuff, I'll do it better next time, okay? So we'll show the mold, pulling it out of the mold. Okay guys, look how much more smoother this is. I went into the mold. Right now let's kind of separate it, because I'm not good at reading instructions, guys. See that crack there? That's all I'm doing. I'm not good at reading instructions about this, the way this concrete stuff works. So that's why I didn't mix it good enough. It wasn't liquefied, and I used warm water the first time, and warm water just helped it harden a lot faster, right? So this time I used cold water. I mixed the water a lot better. So I'm gonna have to, because more water takes longer to cure, so I'm gonna have to give this a few good couple hours, and then we'll see how it pulls out of the mold. So I'll be back in a couple hours. Okay guys, so I got this mold drying off still. This is the first mold I made, okay? You can see here I fixed his nose because when I was making this concrete, I put it in his nose. And I want to show you something here, okay? You can see it right there. Look, it's cracked. So watch. You got to be so careful when this stuff's still wet. I had this screw in my thing, and you can still, I just want to show you guys, you can still do the detail in it if your first mold or one of your molds doesn't detail very well. See, I'm just scraping that up and giving it the beard hairs. Okay. See that now compared to the way it was? You can go deeper however you want to do it. But when I put it down on the mat here, I put it down like this, and then it snapped. But that's okay. Like I said, we're just having fun. I will give him some eyebrow hairs. I'm still showing you guys this, right? Redo his age lines up here, and then you can give him the hairs up here too, whatever you want to do. Okay, so I think I've waited long enough for that other piece to dry. I'm going to let this dry like another good week, and then I can glue it together. And, you know, you can hardly tell. Then you paint it. You guys can paint these. Well, I want to show you guys another thing too. Actually, hold on. Let's pull this one out of the mold. Let me raise the camera a bit. Okay, so easy go. This is very fragile stuff. You can see how this one broke, right? So let's see if we can do this one without breaking it. And bingo. Okay, a lot better. Little couple holes in the eyes. You can smooth things out. It's still real fresh, guys, so just remember that, right? So this is when you can use your screw or any kind of tool you got, a nail. Just refine the beard hairs. So when I'm done this, refining all the beard hairs and stuff like that, I want to go over this project, and I want to say something that makes a lot of sense. Give them some eyebrows here. And then just let it sit and dry, guys. You know, keep it out of sight and out of mind. You won't touch it. And let's give them some age lines under here. Be real fragile with it because it will break. Okay, so I'll be back in a sec. Okay guys, so when you're mixing the concrete or whatever you have, I think it's best to mix it thinner so it's more watery and give it more time to cure, because then it will get into nice little spots and get the detail in there, right? So does that make sense to you? More, not too watery because then it won't work properly. But I want to show you guys one that I did last year, okay? I did it on my wood carving channel. Look at the difference here, okay? This, be easy putting this down. This one is way bigger detail. Look at the mustache hairs. See how bigger detail they were? The eyes were carved out. But even look, this is I carved this this is a wood carving on a piece of carton wood bark. But you can even see it looks like bark here, right? But you see the face compared to this face. This one you can way see better what it is, right? Spider. You can see way better what this one is, right? So I think if you're going to use a mold like this concrete mold stuff, the way I did this, it's better to use the silicone stuff. It's better to have like more prominent details than less details like this guy. Because this guy is supposed to have scars all up on his head and all this and that. And, you know, this guy, you can see what it is. Easily, right? It's an old wood spirit. Okay, so if that makes sense. Anyways, guys, it just goes to show you the trials and errors with this doing molds. Doing molding it can be very, very pricey. This is the cheapest way to do it to start. You know, like once you started getting into mold castings and double molds and stuff like that, like a bottom and a top side mold, whatever it's called, it can get pricey. And it's trial and error, and it's going to cost you a lot of money because you're not going to do things proper and make a lot of mistakes. So if you want to get into molding, I suggest this is a good way to start because it will let you learn the principles of it, basically. I don't know, but I will be doing more molding stuff, getting a pressure pot in the future, maybe in a year or two. So whatever, I hope you guys are all doing good and this video could have helped you. And be safe and be good to everybody, guys. Be good to everybody that's good to you. That's the way I am. If you're not good to me, well, I'm just going to ignore you. See you later.